Alright, this is Chef Joanne again at Short Cute Cooking. My sister is, I guess she's delving more into the different vegan foods. And she saw me doing the eggs and things like that. And I really respect that. She takes my opinion seriously, so she wanted me to make vegan macaroni and cheese. As a person who's not vegan, and I don't know everywhere, I have to, like, I started at Whole Foods, and then went to Publix and things like that, and a few things off of Amazon. So I'm finding the certain things, but it's not that easy for me. But I did get the milk, plant-based macaroni elbows, egg, butter, and the cheese. Where's the cheese? I don't usually take that out first. I like it to stay as cold as possible. But I want you guys to see the cheese I bought. Now, I did like the cheese that I had gotten from Whole Foods the last time. My kids ate it all up. They did not know it was vegan cheese. And I really didn't tell them it was either, so I let them eat it without telling them that it was vegan. I know it's kind of mean, but it's whatever when it comes to my kids. If I can get them to eat it without telling them what it is and it's healthy for them, I'll be wrong. They don't watch these videos anyway, so I'm not worried about them finding out either. I got this, the mild cheddar and vegetarian produced. It's not the same one. This is the mild cheddar and Monterey Jack. This is the vegetarian, but they do have plant. See, they have these. See, these are different. This is the 100% vegan. What's the expiration date? It says March on here, but I don't know, that looks like mold. So I'm going to toss that out. So vegetarian macaroni and cheese is what we're going to be using for the macaroni. Well, I bought 2 big bags of cheese. So this is what happens when you shop too much. And your kids hate putting the groceries up, so they just shove everything into the refrigerator, hoping that it'll fit, and calling it a day. Oh, okay, that's still some good. Now I gotta do a video about chicken. Now what am I gonna do with this chicken so it doesn't go bad? I have no idea. Let's stick to the problem at hand, which is locating another thing of cheese. I thought about 2 different kinds of cheeses. So, I'm gonna have to clean this whole thing out. I really don't want to. That's regular cheese. Those are regular cheese. They have became okay with the butter. They like the butter. They didn't even notice they were eating like, oh, that was your vegan crap that you be using for your video. We didn't know, sorry. It's like, don't mind, go ahead. I'll just buy some more. What does this one say? September 19th, that is old. The only thing I don't like about some of the vegan products is that they don't last long. And with me not being a vegan, I feel like I'm actually wasting food because I'm not a vegan and it doesn't get eaten before it expires. So I kind of slight it, but I figured something out. this one? Buttermilk. I don't know why I smelled it like I know how it's supposed to smell. Now, this is going to be new for me. This is my first time making the vegan macaroni and cheese. I'm going to try to make it as close to my regular macaroni and cheese recipe as possible. I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible for those who do try my recipes. Like with the cheese sauce, I'm just going to do a regular milk and butter with cheese type of cheese sauce. Instead of doing the roux and you standing there stirring the roux and you don't know if it's done all the way or not. Definitely not going to put you in that situation. Because you have to cook the roux until it's all the way done. It has to be a certain color and a certain consistency so that you do not taste the flour that you use for the roux. And it's experienced cooks that have a problem with this. I'm not one of them. I don't have an exact problem with the roux. I care less for it. I think some things it's some steps that people use in cooking that could be, it's just unnecessary, basically, is how I feel. So this is the water, go salted water for the pasta. This is how I do my cheese sauce without the roux. I'm just scared because with this almond milk, I'm only doing a little bit. I hate to waste food, so I'm only going to do just a little bit. For like a really, really small baked pan of it. I don't know if it has like a sweet little hint, something to it. I don't know. But you live, you learn. So I'm going to do about a half a cup of milk, of the almond milk. And that was about a whole tablespoon of butter. You're just going to warm it up. And while that is warming up, I want to put it in the oven for a little bit. Because I think this is the cheese I like that actually melts. The other one I had didn't melt. I think that was the vegan cheese that I had that didn't melt on my ratatouille. I need to find a small baking dish. It's just use this for bagels. You should not use it for well, we'll see. Hopefully, I can locate my other baking dish before. Now, this is the part where all my different size whisks come in at, or whip. Some people call them a whip. I call them a whip. I have like 6 different sizes that I use. Using this size one. You know what? We're going to switch eyes. That way you guys can keep an eye on the consistency. And alrighty. Now, the macaroni is done. Now, the box says 7 to 8 minutes to boil. It took a little bit longer than that, but that's okay. The texture on it is actually pretty good. So I can't complain. The texture is there, and it's a hint of pasta type of taste. Also, since I'm only doing a little bit, we're not gonna complain. Let's just get it done. So this is where I like to add a little more butter. so it doesn't stick together. I rinse them off with hot water. It does say rinse. When I first try something, I try to use the box, do the instructions that they tell you on the box. But I'm putting butter in here so they don't stick together. If they do act like pasta, you want to stay on the safe side. Now we do our cheese sauce. And I don't know why I did this at first, but I'm going to use this already smells somewhat sweet to me. It's almond milk, but it smells a little sweet to me. We'll see. I'm kind of thrown off by the sweet type of smell it has. We're going to need some more milk and butter in this. I keep telling people, I don't mind doing something for us to go unhealthy. Now, if it's going to taste extremely similar to what I'm used to eating, what my body is used to eating, I cannot fake my body out. Like, I'm going to tell my body that this is this, and it's not. It's not going to work. My taste buds don't play like that. Now I've drank almond milk before. I'm just adding a little salt. But I've never cooked with that as far as macaroni and cheese goes. So this will be my first time making a cheese sauce with it. Now this is half of the macaroni elbow. I taste it for the consistency. Oh, there we go. It's there. I'm not actually looking for it to taste nasty or anything like that, but the shape stayed doing after I boiled it. The shape's still there. The taste is okay. It is melting pretty quickly, so that's a good thing. Now, depending on how cheesy you want it. Ooh, I need my cheese sauce to be thick enough to bring everything together. Because me only making a little bit, I'm not going to have the 2 layers, so I like to put one layer down, put some cheese there, put another layer on top, and then add more cheese. Alright, we're going to taste the cheese sauce before we put it on our macaroni. Which I advise you guys to do. Start tasting the things first before you start mixing them together. It tastes like cheesy candy because of the almond milk. Maybe I should have used soy milk. I do taste the cheese really good. It's the almond milk that's overpowering. Overpowering. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I can't talk today. Now, normally I let it cool down. Then I add my egg. We don't have to do that with this one since I added so much cheese sauce to it. We're just going to add it to the pan, throw it in the oven, and let it bake. Hopefully, that almond flavor, because it's like a really sweet flavor to it. It's not a nasty flavor, I'm not going to lie. It's not nasty. But it has a little hint of sweet, that hint of like desserty type of taste, like a dessert. This is olive oil. So we're gonna see. So my first thing that I would change about this recipe, I will have to do a second video, would be using almond milk. I will have to probably go with the unsweetened soy milk. Now I'm just adding some more cheese to the top. So I think my sister wants me to make it so I can work all the kinks out in the recipe before she tries it. So she don't waste her money on buying different stuff to do it. And I'm left with the dust like, ew, let me try it. I'll go buy the stuff. And I'll do it. So I'm just going to let that cook about 10 minutes. And see how it tastes after that. If not, I think it would be me using the wrong milk since I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. And I really don't drink milk at all. Not even almond milk. You live, you learn. Give it about 10 minutes to go ahead and cook. Alright, you guys. It's been in there. Alright, let's see how it looks. I know I put a lot of cheese sauce on this little elbow, so I'm not tripping on that part. But the cheese did get nice and brown and bubbly, like we like that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We like that. Make sure my crock pot's still hot. Don't hide. Make sure it's still cooking. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Too much butter. It's not sticking together. So it's not coming together like I would like it. It's not actually too much butter. It's separate. It's the milk not bringing it together. Like, yeah. So we're going to try this a second time. See how this thick together? That's thick together. We're going to try it with some, we're going to try the second time. We're going to change the milk to, we're going to do almond milk. And then we're going to do the egg with it. See if that changes the consistency. Because this is basically like macaroni soup. Basically. The cheese is perfect. But that almond milk, you got that fragrance, taste to it that I don't like. I'm not liking it. Alright, let's do a part 2, you guys. See, this is the reason I didn't use the whole box of macaroni and cheese. When you do anything that you're testing out and you're trying it for the first time, never use all of your ingredients because you never know. So till part 2 starts, so I go back to the store and get some soy milk, and I'm going to do soy milk, and we're going to try it again. I'm going to make the sauce a little thicker too, because there's a few things I could have done differently, but I want to do it the regular way I would normally do it, and then we're going to do it another way. So if the almond milk is what's throwing me off. The cheese is really good. I like that. I can taste the sharp cheddar and everything. I'm having a problem with the consistency. Now, once we let it sit and coagulate, just come back together. That might work, but I think it's the almond milk that's giving that nice fragrance type of taste to it. That's only good if you're doing desserts. So we're gonna try soy milk. Until next time, you guys, thanks for tuning in to Short Cute Cooking on experimenting with vegan/vegetarian foods. Until next time, keep it short, keep it cute, and keep cooking.